Search engine unit reporting for duty. So these folks landed in my pipeline. They're absolute badasses at what they do, but unfortunately they were steered in the wrong direction by an SEO partner that they trusted. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. What we found was a lot of the tactics the SEO agency was deploying were completely outdated and not really great for what the algorithm is demanding in this time and age. So let's get into it. First thing that we noticed is that the main navigation is completely stuffed. And not only stuffed, but they're stuffed with topics and keywords that are not relevant to this company's services. This company is a construction company, a remodeler. And so when you're using words like cabinets and doors, siding, roofing, you're not being specific enough about the actual service. If somebody were to Google ADU, for example, or even Google countertops, they'll probably get a lot of information. Just what are ADUs? What are countertops? What are the different styles of countertops? Here are countertop products. Here are ADUs that we can just throw into your backyard as a pop-up. So what we really want to do when we're going through our keyword research is having things way more targeted and specific to services. We also don't want to overstuff the main navigation like this. User experience is super important for the algorithm. Engagement rate, pages spent on site, pages viewed. And so overstuffing this is not only negatively impacting the SEO algorithm, it's also negatively impacting your user experience. Next, we notice that they are actually using their H1 tag, which you can see here, that points to their logo. Again, this is an outdated strategy. You want your H1 tag to actually have your most important targeted keyword of each individual page. So pointing it to the logo, again, is an outdated strategy that is no longer recommended. Next, we have the title tag up here, home dash. This is actually one of the first things that we want to change. It is a low effort, high impact SEO optimization. We want to remove home and again, put the most targeted keyword in this title tag. Areas we serve, we can see that the agency wanted to create location pages. First of all, not necessary to put in the main navigation. I typically don't like to do this just because it doesn't provide the user with a whole heck of a lot of value. The other area that was concerning was that this location page did not have Google Maps integrated onto the page. It also doesn't contain any type of address. And same with the footer. There's no address in the footer on here. So that's something that's inhibiting them from ranking and getting ranked in local Google search results. The local Google search results are the map section, and those are huge drivers of traffic and conversions for construction companies and remodelers. We also noticed here that their blogs are not optimized correctly, and there's some user experience and coding and design issues happening. So first of all, there's no photos here for the blog. And then you also have the main navigation sort of overlapping in a weird way with the page. Again, user experience is something that Google takes very seriously. They can also detect when things aren't working correctly on the page. So again, this is a negative indicator. The blogs themselves do not contain any type of pictures. They're poorly formatted. They don't have any design towards them. They have leave a reply, which probably isn't something that's necessary for building and contracting. What would be more effective is to actually contact instead of posting a comment. Contacting is really what this company wants, but we also have to question, are people actually going to contact us from this blog post? This blog post is really top of the funnel. So what other conversion actions can we put in here that's going to get users to continue to engage with the brand? How else can we move users from this page to other pages of the site to continue to build interest and trust? Lastly, and another on-page optimization is there's no internal linking happening across the content of this site. Internal linking is when you literally have internal links that go from one page of the site, in this case being the home page, to a services page and to another page. This helps create a hierarchy within Google and starts to develop you as a topical authority in front of Google. So here are 3 service pages: design, remodel, general construction, that are great pages that could be linked to other service pages off of the home page. But the other thing too, not only does this help Google, it also helps the user. The user should be able to click into these pages and be able to be taken to specific service pages that goes more into remodeling. What does this company do better than anybody else? Why should they trust this company as remodelers? Your home is very near and dear to your heart. It's kind of like finding a financial advisor. You take it very seriously. It's a discerning buying process. And so you really want to do the best you can to build trust. But of course, appeasing Google is our #1 goal when it comes to driving those conversions that are really going to impact the business's bottom line.